welcome back to Draft Day Sports Pro Basketball 2021 with the Boston Celtics. It is off-season time as we were knocked out of the Eastern Conference semifinals against the Atlanta Hawks. We fell down 3-0, forced to Game 7 even without Jason Tatum. But came up just short against the 67-win top seed Atlanta Hawks. The Indiana Pacers went on to win the NBA championship. And we are at off-season time. So we've got the draft lottery, which we're not going to be involved in. So let's quickly take a look at that. I think it's going to get loud here in just a moment. So I apologize for that ahead of time, but let's get to it. Let's go through the draft lottery. So the Trailblazers, Jazz, so far the right order. The Magic, the Bulls, the champion Pacers get the number 10 pick. Thunder 9. Timberwolves get the 8 pick, which means somebody is moving up. The Rockets get the 7 pick. Hornets drop down to the 6th pick. Pistons get the 5th. Spurs get the 4th. So Brooklyn, the Brooklyn Nets, again, are going to end up with a top 3 pick. That's 2 years in a row that the Brooklyn Nets are going to end up with a top 3 pick, even though they have one of the best rosters in the NBA. So solid trading by the Brooklyn front office. Knicks get the 2 pick, Brooklyn with the number 2 pick, and the Sacramento Kings are going to end up with the top pick in this year's draft. So the Brooklyn Nets making out like gangbusters here, 2 straight seasons. They picked up, here we'll look at their roster real quick. Last season they picked up, who was it? Or am I thinking? I could very well be thinking of the other Brooklyn series or the other series that I'm playing on offline here. They have Irving Conley and Kyle Lowry. Yeah, I think I'm thinking of something else here. I think I'm thinking of a different. I want to check something. Draft history. No, Ricky Murfeld. Yeah. Oh, and they trade. Okay, so that. Okay, how did I miss that? When did they make that deal? Right at the trade deadline. Okay. So yeah, Ricky Murfeld was their top pick last year. I knew I wasn't crazy. They had the number 3 pick last year. They traded him and Jordan to the Raptors for Lowry and a first. Okay, and with that first, they took Murphy. Okay, got it. All right, we're good. All right, so let's go back to our team. I just want to see, we drafted a power forward, right? I think we moved him. 2021, yeah, Mike Jackson. We traded him to Detroit in the Sadiq Bey trade. So, all right. Anyway, let's go ahead to the order. All right, so let's take a look at the individual. RJ Hampton won the 6th Man of the Year award. Very nice, 10 points, 5.5 assists, 4 rebounds, and a steal per game. Trae Young won MVP. Anthony Davis, Defensive Player of the Year. Patrick Molinari, Rookie of the Year. And Mike Malone of the Nuggets won the Coach of the Year. NBA First Team, wow. SGA was a first-team All-NBA League selection to go along with Trae Young, Kawhi, AD, and Jokic. Second-team, Lillard, Sexton, Middleton, Antetokounmpo, and DeAndre Ayton. Third-team, Curry, Booker, Isaac. Oh, I don't like that. Jonathan Isaac made it over Jason Tatum. Adebayo and Vujacic. don't like that at all. Defensive first team, Holiday, SGA, Isaac Davis, Gobert. Second team, Peyton, Levine, Leonard, Antetokounmpo, and Ayton. All rookie first team, Molinari, Maurice Anderson, Brandon Fast, Andre Benjamin, Dave Ellis. Second team, Greg Jones, Justin Fox, Taiwan Marquis, Mike Jackson, and Johnny Johnson. So those are your awards. I think we're going to coaching next. They're preparing for next season. So we don't have a lot to do. We could, if we are able to move Kemba for expiring contracts. I don't know, because Kemba's, I don't know if we'll be able to. We got a phone call from our coach. Or from our owner. I'm pleased with my performance. What? Oh, he wants to fire me. Although I don't have any gripes about my roster demands, you failed to put out the team you told me you would, and you spent more than we agreed upon. Okay. Let's see. Apparently I got one more year, which is crazy. Plumlee retired. JJ Redick retired. Yeah, we don't have a lot to do. If we can move on from Kemba, then we'll have some cap space. But I don't know that we'll be able to trade. Oh, maybe we can trade Kemba. I want to see if we can trade Kemba for some expirings and then renounce them. I guess is sort of the idea here. Problem is nobody's going to want him. I need to find some really bad short-term, some team that has, a handful of really bad short-term contracts. Or maybe just a team or just someone who's got 1 year left and is making the same amount who isn't as good as Kemba. And then I can renounce that deal and free up the money to spend elsewhere. Because $30 million will take you far in this league if you spend it wisely. It's not cap legal. Do they have anybody else? Harris, McConnell. All right, so we could trade Kemba Walker to Denver for Gary Harris, TJ McConnell, JaMychal Green, and potentially... But see, we're still way over the cap, so either way, it's not going to matter. That gets us to... Yeah, it's still going to put us right at about 10, 12 million over the cap. But that's before the renouncing of rights. So let's hold off for a minute. Because even if we... So if we get him off the books for next season, that takes us to what, about 124 million. 122. We renounce these guys at about 3. So that gets us down to about $119 million. Which is still over the cap. So we're not going to be able to do anything even if we hold on to Kemba. So I think we'll just hold on to Kemba and see what happens. We should be a playoff team. Right about the cap, and he's okay with that. So, except we're not right about it, the cap. We're $60 million over the cap. So, there's that. I don't think we need to hire any coaches. Let's look at our staff. Make sure we don't need to hire any. Oh, we do. We need to hire everybody. Shoot. Okay. So let's find some coaching. I need somebody who can evaluate defense. Coach Tibbs. Bring in Brad Williams. 2.9 for 3 years. 2,971,362. 363. That's fine. Over 3 years. Make offer. Excuse me. Player development. Go after Ben Jenkins. That's right. Yep. Make him that offer as the second assistant. And then our third assistant. We want somebody who, I guess, can evaluate potential. Rick Brunson? Sure, Rick Brunson. I liked him as a player. We'll go after Rick Brunson as the third assistant. And let's see if we're able to land those guys as coaches, and then we'll move on. Boston Celtics, Boston Celtics, Boston. Cool. So we got all of our coaches. Advance. New York Knicks signed Brad Stevens to be their head coach. Very experienced staff there. All right, what's our inbox message? Oh, we already passed that. Rookie Combine. Oh, sorry. I tend to make a lot of background noise. You guys know that. I apologize. Had to grab my coffee, though. Let's get to the workouts. All right, so we are picking where? 24th, and they think we're going to take Chris Bass, 6'9" center. Where is he on this list? Well, that's discouraging. Right there. So he's, I don't know about that. 1 star, 2 star. All right, so let's go and take a look. Brian Shaw is slated to be the 10th overall pick. Our scouts like him. I'm going to see if maybe we can land him. That might not be a bad pick. And if I can get up into this area, that would be beneficial. What do we need? We need a guard is what we need. Because we're going to need somebody to back up Hampton once Kemba is gone. So we're gonna look for point guards here. A lot of non point guard people on this list. Man, none of these guys are any good. Not a very good draft for point guards. That's a little disappointing. I guess let's just do it like this. Yeah, it's just a whole lot of two star and 1 star point guards. We could land a Dan Daniels maybe out of high school. Where is he here? Okay, so he's not even... Oh, there he is. He's slated to go 4th. Okay, well, that's not going to happen. Oh, man, this is really, really bad. All right, well, I guess the key here is to go after players that we value that maybe they don't value as much. Except even that, there really aren't anybody. Really isn't anybody, excuse me. We don't need another big man, and we certainly don't need any wings with Tatum, Brown, and Oladipo. That we really don't need any more wing players. But we'll take a look, and we may as well bring some of these guys in. We're not gonna. I guess we could use a backup big man. I mean, that, with the issues we had last year, having to go to the scrap heap, as it were, as players got hurt, probably wouldn't hurt to have a backup power forward / center on the roster. 6 invites remaining. I mean, all these guys are going to be gone, but I want to have some information on them in case we're able to move up. Lee Lawson slated to go 7th. And he's truly an inside guy. Kevin Sessions, our scouts like him a little bit more. Oh, I don't have any. Okay, so let's run the workouts. And let's get to the draft. And I'm going to skip the draft song because it takes forever. It's like a 3-minute video with all the names of all the players who are all the potential top players. Free agency evaluation. I mean, yeah, we're not going to make a run at any of these guys. We'll see what some of them are looking for, and maybe we can squeeze them into the mid-level exception or sign and trade. Maybe might work. So let's get to the draft first. Like I said, I'm going to skip that just because it takes forever. So let's start the draft. CPU pick. They take James Davis. We get a trade offer right away. Justice Winslow and Seth Curry for Robert Williams. No. Milwaukee offers Halliburton and Antonio Walker for Cam Reddish in a second. Golden State offers... Oh, wait. Hold on. Pause the draft. Let's view this deal. Wiggins has got... I mean, this might be exactly what it is we're looking for. Because we can renounce the rights to Wiggins. But I also saw... What was the other deal? Halliburton? Yeah, Halliburton... I think we pull the trigger here, don't we? Because here's my thought: is once Brown is back, I have Sadiq Bey as my backup 3. Maybe we make both of these deals. Maybe we trade for Yeah, I'm going to make this trade. No, you just said you wanted the deal. So can we go back and do it? We can. All right, so we trade Cam Reddish in a second for Tyrese Halliburton and Antonio Walker. So if we now look, I wanted to pause the draft. So let's look at... So we picked up our point guard, and so they went with James Davis as the first overall pick. Bit of a surprise there. Dominique Kraft, he's not going to fall to me, is he? I mean, maybe this is the guy that we make a run on. So now our team, we've got Brown, Tatum. We got Halliburton and Hampton now as our point guards. So I think we can... Oh, God, I love... Okongwu. All right, next human pick. Or, excuse me, CPU pick. Seth Curry, a first and a second for Zeke Nananji, Thomas Brown, and Grant Williams. All right, so they took Jermaine Tennell. Let's pause the draft, view trade offers again. I have a soft spot for Okongwu. Okongwu 6'9", 235. Obi Toppin 6'9", 220. Obi is the better scorer. Okongwu is a better defensive player. 85, 79, 76. Yeah, much better scorer, Obi Toppin. Okongwu is a better offensive rebounder, and he's better defensively. No, I'm not going to make that deal. I'm waiting for another Kemba trade offer, so let's make the next pick. Jason Smith. So let's look at the war room real quick. So, wow. Okay, so 17, 11, and 16 have come off the books. Okay, Kraft was slated to be the number one pick. That's, okay, that makes more sense. But he still hasn't come off the board. Okay. All right, view trade offers. No. Although I don't know who Andre Benjamin is. I guess I should just look. Yeah, no. I'm not making that deal. All right. Next CPU pick. DeAnthony Melton for Favors and a second. Lee Lawson goes. CPU pick. Brian Shaw. I don't want either of those deals. CPU pick, Landry Burst. RJ Barrett for Anthony Edwards and a second round pick. That's a deal right there. War room. So we have like the 20th pick or something like that, right? Yeah. There's still some good talent out here. Kraft still hasn't gone. Neither is Mike Klein. All right, let's let the CPU pick. Dan Daniels still goes. Okay, so the Timberwolves are on the clock at 8. And they take Dominique Kraft. Okay, so they got him at 8. So that's a huge deal for them. Which means if I want to make a move for... I need to try to move up to get one of these guys. So let's see if I can move up with the Thunder in any way, shape, or form. Oklahoma City Thunder. So let's get rid of that, and we'll leave that in there. Why is Kemba not currently eligible to be traded? Oh, wow, they have the 9th and the 11th picks. Okay. They got a lot of picks, just like in real life. All right, so it doesn't look like that's going to happen. I don't think so. Let's just see. Samuel Sarche. Don't want Duncan Robinson, especially not for Robert Williams. Eli Palmer. So Klein is the only one left who's really a stud. There are a couple of 3-stars that are okay, but I don't think that I'm going to be able to land. I don't have any information on this guy. All right, let's look and pick Bruno Ferrero out of Argentina. Jermaine Tennell, Harrison Barnes for Oladipo, a first and a second. No, thank you. Can I move up to the Magic's pick at 12? Offer trade with Orlando. I want your number 12 pick. Problem is there's not a soul on this roster that I want to move. I don't really have any picks left. All right, well, we're just going to have to wait. Donnell Gunn. There goes Mike Klein to the Jazz. There's another bad deal. I got to get Kemba off the books somehow. Portland, CPU pick, Lewis Rowe. Jesse Cleaver. All right, is there anything left that is going to interest me? Kevin Sessions. Good scorer. Terrible passer. Yeah, there's just not a whole hell of a lot left here. Anthony Greer. Rudy Layton. Okay, he's average across the board. Good defensively. He might be somebody we look at. All right, we're just going to skip ahead to our next pick because we keep getting bad trade offers, so let's just go. All right, so Jabari Parker. Wow, the Bulls picked up Mike Klein and Jordan Clarkson for Jabari Parker in a second. So a lot of garbage for a really good player. So let's pause the draft. Let's go to the war room. And Rudy Layton is still available. And I think he's going to be the pick. Bradley Shell was 16th in the mock draft. Let's look at him. Great defense. Bad passer. I mean, great defense. but we have a couple of centers already. He's strictly a post player. And he's 22. Leighton's 23 already. Myron Shepherd, basically the same player, except he's 19. Runs the floor well, right place. His ability to lock in and defend is... I think we're going to go Myron Shepherd just because of the age difference. He's 19 years old versus 22 and 23. So Myron Shepherd is going to be our pick. And let's see what they say about it. They're probably going to hate it. But let's see what they say. If they say anything. They didn't. Oh, there we go. Are you happy with the selection of Myron Shepherd at 24? Anytime a player slips below where he was expected to go, you have to wonder if the team knew something that somebody else didn't. Okay. Wonderful. All right, so trade offer, nothing there. Let's just go because I don't think that we have Mike Jackson traded. I don't think we have another pick. So the only thing it wasn't going to allow us to do was look at trade offers. So we're going to have to figure out a way to get out from underneath Kemba's contract here. Contract decisions. I don't want to offer Kemba. I do want to offer. I want to exercise the option on Halliburton. I want to extend that for sure. Morris will denounce or renounce. Nader will renounce. And Mason, we will renounce. Can we trade Kemba now? Why is it saying we can't trade him? Oh boy. Okay. Well, it is what it is, I guess. He's on the books for one more season, and we will deal with it next year. Miles Turner, this is his last year as well. Let's advance. Get to free agency. Yeah, Kemba could very well be a 37. Well, he will be a $37 million bench player. Oh, we got to do Summer League first. I forgot. All right, roster. So Myron Shepherd will go to the Summer League. Sadiq Bey will go to the Summer League. Hampton doesn't need to go to the Summer League. Oh, Halliburton's so good, man. Like, I hate the fact that we just basically told Hampton that he's going to be the backup again. But the Halliburton, we've got Halliburton and Hampton now. All right, so we're not in terrible shape. And there's really nobody else on the team that I want to send to. I guess we can send Antonio Walker. Now we're set up front. Okay. So let's advance and invite. And I like to just find a mixture. So I like to find people who are good defensively, who might be able to add a little bit of scoring. But I don't put a lot of, I don't know. I don't spend a lot of time worrying about the Summer League, honestly. Maybe I should. I don't know. But I don't. So find someone who's a good rebounder. Giorgio Papagiannis, just because of the name. All right, I need some Deng Adele. I need some small forwards. Jason Coleman, a 7'3" center. We'll invite him. Robert Woodward, 96 on the inside for a shooting guard. Who's got the best jumper? Cassius Winston. I need some wings. So let's go back here. Leandro Bolmaro. And let's find a Cordell Wilkins. I think that will do it. So let's advance to the Summer League. Let's play some Summer League basketball. Yeah, so I think we're going to be pretty good. I mean, if Jaylen Brown is healthy, I think that's going to obviously go a long way into Duval. Man, that is a rough game. 4 of 22 shooting. Shepard went 1 for 7 in his debut for us. Not great. Yeah, I think that's going to go a long way into lengthening our roster. You know, Tatum, Brown, Oladipo, and Kemba as scorers. And Kemba will be coming off the bench because I was thinking about this as I was getting ready for the episode. As we win 129 to 128, Papagiannis with 37 points. 10 rebounds. Good game for Georgios Papagiannis. Shepard only played 8 minutes. That's not encouraging. So yeah, I was thinking about this, that from a scoring perspective, I'm going to have Tatum, Brown, and Oladipo in my starting lineup, along with, at this point, Halliburton and Miles Turner. That means my bench is going to essentially be Kemba Walker, Obi Toppin, Robert Williams, and Sadiq Bey. And that's really, really good. Is it going to be enough to win it all? I don't know. But we also have to see what we can get with the mid-level exception here in free agency, because that's really all we're going to be able to spend. We aren't going to have we win 117 to 101. We're not going to have a lot of money, or really any money to spend. So in order to, there we go, Shepard with a good game there. 18 points, 7 rebounds for the rookie. I think in order to keep us from getting fired, we're either going to have to win it all or advance to the final, because we are way over the salary cap. $59 million over the salary cap or something right now. So we win again. Shepard had 9 and 7 this time. So we finish 3 and 2 here in Summer League, and we lose by 28-21. We lost by 44 points to the Knicks. We don't need to look at that. That's the end of Summer League, as the Knicks go on to win. Anthony Edwards, 45 points in Summer League play. I think he might be a little too advanced for Summer League. You can see he averaged 31 points a game. Tyler Herro, really? Some of these players don't need to be in Summer League, folks. All right. Free agency. So let's take a look at free agents. Not that we have any money to spend at all. Can we trade Kemba now? We can. Okay. So let's... But it's after the renunciation of rights. So we basically need to find a team that has $40 million in cap space and say, here, have Kemba Walker. I mean, they're not going to take this, right? I mean, right? Brian Shaw. Right? I can't. I mean, it says no advantage and it's cap legal. Yeah. Okay. But not because it's a bad trade, but because they're rebuilding. All right. Let's see if we can find another team with some money. I mean, generally speaking, teams don't have money in free agency. That's one of the weird things about the NBA is essentially spending money that nobody had, that you don't have. Yeah. All right. So nobody's got any money, all right, which is fine. All right. So let's just look and see what the mid-level is. It's 5.6. Okay. All right, so let's go here and let's see if there's anybody of interest that we can get in that excuse me, in that price range. Terry Rozier. I mean, usually there's not, right? I mean, usually you can't find anybody, at least anybody any good who's going to be more than a two-star player who's looking for that kind of money. Let's do this. Because we're pretty set 1 through 10. I mean, I think we're pretty set 1 through 10. Can we take a run at Lou? Do we really want to, though? He seems to have fallen off a cliff here. Josh Jackson. He's not a very good shooter. And it's possible that I could land one of these guys with the mid-level. So I don't want to completely rule it out. Jeremy Lamb. Really what I'm looking for is a J.J. Redick replacement. So let's look at the ratings. Ben McLemore. I mean, we could sign him. He's a 100 outside shooter. Grayson Allen. I can't bring myself to sign Grayson Allen. He's such a turd. But he can shoot. I mean, he's an RFA, so it's not going to make any difference. Gary Trent. He's a shooter and a ball handler. That's not bad. Sexton, Herter. These guys are all RFAs. Jeremy Lamb. Josh Richardson. Good defensively. He's probably going to want more than that. What does he want? He wants 12. Damian Lee wants a lot of money. Yeah, there aren't a lot of great options. So I have a feeling we're going to spend... Marcus is back on the free agent market. He wants $13 million a year for 3 years. Marcus wouldn't take the mid-level. It'd be nice to bring Marcus back, though. Taurean Prince. Yeah, it gets bad really quickly. So, who was I looking at? Who was I looking at? I mean, I think I was looking at Allen, but what does he want? Yeah, he wants $12 million. I think Gary Trent, I don't think he'll take the mid-level. And that's the thing is that none of these guys are going to play that much. I mean, because Oladipo, Jaylen Brown, and Sadiq Bey are going to take most of the minutes at small forward. So I guess it doesn't really matter. I mean, let's take a run at Marcus and let's see if he will come back on the mid-level. Let's offer him the mid-level and see if he takes it. I mean, I'd love to bring Marcus back for a year. I don't think he'll take it since he wants twice that, but be nice to have Marcus back on a 1-year deal as a lockdown defensive guard / forward. The fact that it hasn't bounced back yet that it hasn't timed off yet. What's the term I'm looking for? Not timed off. The fact that this hasn't gone through yet is I think encouraging. I think. Because it means he's either not getting offers from other places or he's considering our offer. Yeah, we didn't get him. Indiana re-signed him. 3 years, $40 million. It's not a surprise. That's fine. All right. All right, let's just start looking at the asking prices and go from there. A lot of these guys have already signed. Who is this and why is he asking for that amount of money? That's a lot of money to be asking for someone who's never played in the NBA, my man. Jordan McLaughlin. Where did he come from? Oh, he's sort of just developed. That's interesting. Okay. Damian Lee. What does he want? He wants 12 over 2. And this is per year, not total value. So you got to keep that in mind too. Try to bring back Daniel Tice. Let's see if we can bring in Gary Trent. Let's see if he'll take the mid-level. And then once I use this mid-level, we'll just sim ahead to the end of free agency. And then I will fill out the roster with remaining free agents. Did we sign him? Or did he just turn us down? It doesn't show that he signed with us. Didn't show that he signed with anybody. Mo Bamba is an RFA. Jeremy Lamb. He's not very good. but I'm not going to get very good with what we have left. So I need to, I guess, temper my expectations here a little bit. Josh Jackson. Josh Jackson isn't bad. He's only 2 stars, but I mean, that's really all I'm going to get at this point. So if I think I'm going to find someone who is, lights out and, going to be a stud, I need to re-examine. Man, I'm spending a lot of time trying to figure out how to spend $5 million that I don't have. Satoransky, Kelly Olynyk. No. I mean, I guess I don't need to spend it. I don't Langston Galloway, he's an okay shooter. Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't have to spend the money, just because I have it. Nobody down here can shoot. You bring back Jeff Teague. I think we're just going to go with what we have. I think I'm just going to skip this at this point. Chris Boucher. Yeah, I think I'm just going to skip it. I think I'm just going to skip the rest of the free agency window. Nobody here that's really standing out to me like there was last season where I could pick up a JJ Redick or something like that. Could bring back Markieff, but I don't really need another power forward. Yeah, we're just going to advance. So we're not going to make any moves in free agency this year. It looks like our window... Ooh, man, that got squeaky. Sorry. It looks like our window for Kemba passed at the draft, which is fine. We'll just hang on to him for one more year. Hopefully we can play some good basketball and our owner won't hate us. All right, so let's take a look. Utah signed Bol. Anything interesting? A lot of re-sign, which is what happens in free agency, right? Because you can re-sign your own players and not and spend more money than the cap. Anything interesting? Just a lot of matching to contracts. All right. Nothing huge. I don't think anybody major changed rookie option deadline. I don't think anybody huge changed teams. We'll take a look, though. Obi Toppin, Halliburton, Bay, Hampton. I don't need to accept their options right now. I can wait on that. So let's advance. Training camp. Let's get through training camp. I am going to let the AI suggest. I'm fine with that. Let's run the camp. Let's see who improved. So yeah, it was a pretty quiet offseason. We did make a deal during the trade. I wasn't or during the draft. I was not expecting Tyrese Halliburton to fall in our lap, but he did. So Myron Shepherd got better. Halliburton got much better at a couple of things. Antonio Walker got better. D-League assigned. I don't want to... Can we sign any free agents yet? No, we can't. Let's scout the draft. Let's put all of our points in here. And I like to do... oops, I guess I can't do that this year. Quick math in my head. I want to put at least 50 in all of the U.S. regions so that I can get playing style info on all of our scouts or all of our players. And then we'll go Eastern Europe with the rest, and that should get us some basic information for some people people from Eastern Europe. Not going to assign anybody to the D League. It's the D League draft, so we'll get through that, and then we'll take a look at the free agency. We'll take a look at free agents and fill out our roster. And then we will call it an episode, I think. And we'll start year 3 next time. All right, so we are in the season, so let's go to free agency. See who's available. So we have a few 2.5-star players, which is nice, or 2.5-star potential players. Any of them any good? I guess that depends on what you consider good. Looks like nothing outrageous, but we can pick up a Rajon Tucker. He's probably the best shooter of the bunch. Or is Daquan Jeffries better? They're almost identical. Almost identical, but we're going to go 75, 60, 78. We're going to go Rajon Tucker, so we're going to sign him. And we are going to, let's see, who's the best scorer out there? Jeff Teague. Of course, who's the best defensive player out there? Josh Green, we're going to sign him because of his defense. Can't really shoot, but sign him as well. And I think we can sign one more. Any small forwards in that? Patrick Beverly. I guess the position doesn't really matter, right? You could be. It's just a swing player. I guess we'll sign them both. All right, so we've filled out our roster. We are 60-something million over the cap, $58 million over the cap, so it is what it is. Let's take a look at our depth chart, and let's set that. So Halliburton is going to be our starting point guard, I think. 77 ball handler. 82 ball. It wants to start both players. It wants to bring Oladipo off the bench. That's not going to happen. All right, so we're going to do Halliburton, Oladipo, Brown, Tatum, and Turner. All right, so this is going to be interesting to figure out how to manage the minutes here for all these players. Let's just get all this set. I mean, we are truly a super, super deep team. We'll do the easy one first. We'll do the center position first. All right, so let's move Robert Williams up here. Let's just get the center position sorted out. So he'll come in here. And we'll do that. Let's set the power forward position for Toppin, who's also going to play small forward a little bit. So we'll do that, and then that, and then Sadiq Bey comes in there. And then actually, let's do this. So I want to bring him back in there like that. We'll bring Jalen in there. And in the second half, we'll go power forward. Oops. We'll go small forward, power forward, power forward, power forward. And then small forward like that. Now the guard position. So I've got 4 players for 2 positions, and that's the interesting thing. So let's start with point guard. So we're going, because Kemba is still a good ball handler, but he's a better scorer. So he's going to be the backup 2 guard. So at the backup point guard position, I mean, if we just do this, $20 minutes for Hampton, 28 for Halliburton. And then Kemba will come in here at the shooting guard. And I can tweak this a little bit as needed. Like that. Oh, man. I am a deep team. I don't know how that's going to translate over the course of 82 games, but I am a deep, deep team. And then garbage time. I don't want to do this and that just to get, yeah. So we got Halliburton, Oladipo, Brown, Tatum, and Turner closing out games. I'm okay with this, I guess. Yeah, I mean, Tatum playing 36, Brown playing 34, Oladipo playing 30, Halliburton playing 28, Miles Turner playing 20. Yeah, I guess I'm okay with that. And there will be injuries that will lead to other players coming in. But Kemba's going to play basically the 2-guard position for us most of the year. And I can switch this around. Like Jaylen Brown can move to shooting guard if necessary. If one of these guards get hurt, I can move Kemba back to the point or something. So, yeah. So that's gonna do it. So when we come back, we'll play kind of that first month of the season like we've been doing, and we'll see how season 3 kicks off for us. So guys, I appreciate you watching. Leave me a subscribe. My subscriber count, it's been fantastic. It's almost doubled in the last month, which for me is nothing. It's up to like 116, 117 subscribers. But I've doubled that in the last 30 days, and a lot of that's due to Out of the Park Baseball, so I appreciate that. But either way, drop me a subscribe, leave me a like, let me know your thoughts on this, and until we talk again, everybody take care. Bye-bye.